Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. The show is designed to give you solutions to your day-to-day management and leadership problems. It's hosted by Matthew Haddock, a frontline manager and leader with over 25 years of experience. If you're ready, then let's get on with the show.
Well, welcome to Manager Matt's Thought, an opportunity for me to talk about issues, both positive and negative, which affect the way we and our teams work in today's organisational world. Without delay, let's get on with the show. There's always potholes in the road of life. Wow, that title sounds deep, doesn't it? Well, it was like I was mulling over the meaning of life while I was sat here recording this. Well, I guess some parts of life are very challenging and very deep, and some are less deep. And I guess the real joy of being a manager and being a person is knowing the difference between the stuff that's really, really important and the stuff that's not. Let's face it, we know some people who think that picking their tea is life and death choices. I see them in the supermarket aisles mulling over which meal to pick, and you just think, just pick something, move on. We all know that life, there's lots of choices. We all know that life throws up things as we go along. We all know that there's some people in our world who have a calling. They're focused. They know exactly what they want to do, or they've had an enlightenment. They know that they're going to be this, and that's brilliant. And we've all had people who we know who, as children, said they were going to do X, Y, and Z, and they actually did it. They became that, and they're happy, and that's brilliant. And it's great to know that these people have made those choices, and they're adding value, and they're moving forward. And on the other side of it, there's the influencers, whatever the hell they are, who give you this public image of what they think you should see. Either it's a perfect body, perfect teeth, perfect relationship. They live in this perfect world with no worries. They're not in the aisles making a choice about what for tea. They've got it all there. It's all planned. Now, most of that is sure, and I'm sure people listening to this will know that. But it's funny how that influence starts to permeate into society. Everyone seems to think that that's the way this should be, that we need to have this influencer presence. But they're not real. They're selling something usually. Something behind it. They're advertising something that they want to take. They're making it out that they're this great thing, that they've done this by listening to this cast or by performing this chin-up twice a day. Just don't be taken in. I'm sure you're not. Then, of course, let's go to the rest of us, the majority of the public, the people who might have started out with an idea of what they wanted to do, but end up miles away from it. That can be underachievement in school. I know I was going to be a pilot. That was what I wanted to be. But when it went through school, I was never clever enough. Am I open to that? Or just life changes your plans. One minute you think you're doing this, then it changes. You have a different view away from work. You have a different choice in your relationships. Or the job that you thought was going to be perfect turns out not to be great. I know people who've signed up, done courses, gone through education, started the roles, spent a year and thought, oh God, I hate this. Now some have continued doing it for all their lives. And there's a bit of a shame in that. And others have just gone, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm going to move on. So when you start down and start to look at the things that affect you in the work, you start to understand that there's not a linear line. You don't end up going from that point, exactly to this point. The journey on a motorway is not exactly A to B. It's not going to be like that. It's a windy country road. There's lots of dead ends, there's a ford to cross, and there's potholes to hit. And the real challenge in life is to expect to hit some potholes. Now you can either ride around the potholes or you can go through the potholes. But either way, you'll be stronger as the journey goes on. And you've never got to forget that the pothole that you hit today will be behind you tomorrow, and it'll pass. Whatever will happen will pass, and you will bounce back and move forward. You might have to get your suspension fixed or your tyre inflated, but it will not end the journey. You will still move forward. And some people still seem to think that this big pothole in the road is the end, and it's not. It's just a journey. And we should all face into the fact that we're going to hit potholes to get where we want to. And sometimes the potholes are the best things you can hit because they make you change your way. Because sometimes you do need a jolt, a bang, to realise you're on the wrong path. Well, that's my thought. Give it a thought and send me your thoughts. Well, that's it for Manager Matt today. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Manager Matt podcast. We hope you found it interesting, helpful and actionable. One last thing, please leave a quick review on iTunes or with your podcast provider, as it helps to spread the word of Manager Matt. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you did like anything in particular, send an email to managermattpodcast@gmail.com or visit managermatt.co.uk for more content. Feedback is a gift, so let's keep giving. See you next week.